Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, and welcome to our Dollar Store Finds.
Today we're covering the anime movie Napping Princess.
Yes, we actually for the third time have found anime or anime movie at the Dollar Store.
Yes. And before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell to reach on future podcasts and multiple pause videos. Absolutely.
This movie turned out to be quite interesting and reminiscent of some other anime we've seen, especially in the style. So, Rascal, tell us about it.
Alright, so this one says, the year is 2020. Take that how you will. 3 days before the opening of Tokyo Olympics, which is very ironic now, seeing this. While she should be studying for her exams, Kokon Morikawa often dozes off, entering a dream world called Heartland, full of fantastic motorized contraptions. When her father, a talented and mysterious mechanic, is kidnapped for stealing technology from a powerful corporation, it's up to Kokone and her childhood friend Morio to save him. Together they realize that Kokone's dream world holds the answers to the mystery behind the stolen tech, uncovering a trail of clues to her father's appearance, and ultimately a surprising revelation about Kokone's family.
Now, prior to this, we'd never heard of Napping Princess.
Right.
We've heard of some of the voice actors who appear in it, a couple, but we'd never heard of this anime. And it says that it's from the director of Ghost in the Shell and Ghost in the Shell, Standalone Complex, and Eden of the East. Yeah. Of course, we've heard of Ghost in the Shell.
Right. And for this one, like you say, never heard of it, so we just kind of went into it blind, just seeing it for what it was. It's not connected to an existing show, movie, or book, or anime. It's its own thing. So in here, it really has the feel of being a mixture of fantasy and sci-fi, especially with having the dream world thing in it. And when they have like the opening of it, it's a bit much at once. I mean, they're trying to tell you how this world works, at least the Heartland world, and about it has technology, but it's also still fantasy. They can have talking animals at times. They can have vehicles that come to life in minds of their own. They can have robots that can be sentient or not. It's sort of like before what they had now, where there's a strange combination of everything can exist at one time and there's no interfering with each other. So that's pretty much how this world is working when she dreams.
And it's a pretty long movie. It's 106 minutes.
Yeah.
We didn't expect it to actually be that long.
Right.
And you got bonus features, an interview with Kenji Kamiyama, who is the writer of this film, or the scriptwriter, I should say. An introduction to the Japanese premiere, Okayama scenery, trailers, and TV spots. So you got some extras with this, and you can tell that this wasn't made for the dollar store. This was really made as a genuine DVD anime property.
Right. And with that, you can say, even though it comes off a bit odd at times, because it does try to tell quite a lot of a story, have a mystery in it, have fantasy elements. There are going to be points in there where you're going to be a little maybe confused or thrown off, because there's a lot to take in. There's more to take in of the world than of the characters, and it's more of a guessing game of what's going on with the characters, what's going to happen next, because there's just so much going on with the world and how it works, and having anything and everything come to life. And at one point it can all come together and tell you what the mystery is, or they've solved it. But other times it can feel a bit much. But once
you meddling cleanse.
Right. And once you get past that, it's actually a pretty interesting story. It does have a lot of time to slow down and breathe for a minute. It's not just constant chase scenes, constant action, constant fighting or anything, but it does escalate without feeling like it's throwing too much at you through the entire film.
It has some plot twists that you don't expect. Some you do, and some you don't. The ending is very much a surprise. Mm-hmm. You don't see it coming. And I do like that, as you said, it's not based on some of the source material. So it's an entirely new journey in this movie, story and everything.
Right.
So it's really worth the dollar to get this movie and check it out. Mm-hmm. So have any of you heard of Napping Princess before? Have you seen it? Let us know in the comments below. And if you are a fan of Ghost in the Shell, specifically Standalone Complex, drop us a note and let us know if you've seen this movie, how they compare, and if you think it's in the same genre, or he's done a really good job in transferring some of the appeal of Ghost in the Shell to Napping Princess.
Right. And if you haven't already, subscribe for updates and weekly videos on your favorite anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
And more dollar store finds, because we've got some coming for you. Some you're not going to believe.
Right. So, thank you so much for watching Mask Entertainment.
And I'm Mom Entertainment, and we give this movie a 3.5 out of 5.
Yes.
And that's because some of the elements were kind of murky.
Right.
But the animation was fantastic. And the storytelling, although it was good, at some points it was just kind of...
A lot to take in and a lot to figure out. And there are points you don't understand what they're telling you until, like, near the end of the film.
But for $1, it's still worth it.
Right.
Peace.